As we continue Travel Michigan, I'm Dave Lorenz along with Michelle Grinnell, and we have some special guests in the studio we're happy to have with us today as we talk about all this great snow that we've been getting this season so far. We talked about snowmobiling in Michigan, and of course one of the other favorite activities that anybody can do, by the way, almost anybody, is cross-country skiing. It's really one of the really cool things you can do in Michigan. We have some special guests in the studio. Let's start with ladies. Mariah, why don't you introduce yourself and where you're from?
Hi, I'm Mariah Fry-Coley, and I'm from Cross Country Ski Headquarters in Higgins Lake.
It's a really cool place, offering just a great cross-country ski adventure. Erin?
And I am Erin Ernst. I am from Boyne Highlands Resort and Boyne Mountain Resort in northern Michigan.
And, of course, known for downhill skiing and cross-country and zip line and all those other great things you can do there. Justin, tell us about Hanson Hills.
I'm Justin Andre. I'm representing the Grayling area as well as Hanson Hills Recreation Area, which is located in beautiful Grayling, Michigan. We've got a lot going on as well as far as winter and ski trails. So,
absolutely. Well, you know, you've all kind of come together. You're part of an association called the Great Lakes Winter Trails, and you've come together to promote, I think, something that's really important is kind of like getting out of doors in the wintertime to enjoy some of those quieter times in Michigan's out of doors. We do often think about snowmobiling because it's such a popular thing to do, but you can have a great deal of fun, relatively low cost, and you can do it in a kind of a quieter setting.
Yeah, that's what's the best part, I think, about cross-country skiing is that it's very accessible. Like you mentioned, Dave, almost anyone can cross-country ski, and if you can't ski, you can snowshoe. It's a way to interact with your friends and family, and it doesn't cost that much money to get into. You can rent cross-country skis at Hanson Hills, at cross-country ski headquarters, at Boyne, for really affordable rates, much less than even downhill skiing or snowboarding.
Well, and Erin, I think a lot of people think of downhill skiing, of course, in Michigan being such a unique experience, and it is. We offer these great experiences, and we have tremendous resorts like the Boyne USA properties. But in addition to the downhill, you have some great cross-country trails.
Yeah, absolutely. We have 35 kilometers of cross-country skiing at both Boyne Mountain and Boyne Highlands with chairlift access to the upper trail systems. And as you said, I mean, it's a great option to be able to get into. And it kind of provides that little bit more of that solitude, that more peaceful escape into, you know, really what is a winter wonderland out there when you've got snow-covered trees and nature. And it's just a little bit of that quieter sport and a little bit more of that getaway. And you've got great opportunities to get out and try the trails, and we also have great opportunities to learn to be able to cross-country ski or snowshoe as well.
Well, that's actually a really good point, because I think a lot of the reason that people, you get to a certain age and, you know, you're afraid of falling down and all that, or just of kind of learning new things, and maybe skiing seems a little intimidating, whether it be downhill or alpine. But you have great teachers in many of the member properties that you represent.
Yeah, absolutely. And for beginners, if you've never done it before, a great one to mark on your calendar is the Priority Health Family Winter Trail Days. That's January 11th and 12th. And beginners can get out and get an introduction to the sports. They can also get a free trail pass and the equipment rental. And that's at all of the participating Great Lakes Winter Trail Council members. So you can find a location nearest to you. And then also all month long in January is also Learn a Snow Sport Month. So that's another opportunity to get out and try cross-country skiing. And you can do that for only $20. So it's a really great opportunity. So maybe try your beginner, intermediate, lesson, and then go on to trying another lesson for Learn a Snow Sport Month.
Well, what I like about these opportunities is that, I grew up kind of learning how to classic ski, in line. So you're in those little tracks and it's, relatively easy. You just try to keep your balance and try to move forward and kind of fall forward and you can figure it out. But with this skate skiing, you need a certain rhythm. You need to kind of figure that thing out. Really was natural to my son, but not to me in any way. So you can learn all that stuff.
Yeah, it's true. Skate skiing is a ton of fun, and at Cross Country Ski Headquarters, we get a lot of people who come in the door and say exactly what you said. I've classic skied for a long time, but I see all these skate skiers just flying around on the trails, and it looks like so much fun.
It does, yeah.
And we, like Boyne, we have 4 certified, PSIA certified ski instructors that can teach that skate skiing technique. We have all the equipment, and the groom trails in Michigan are really where it's best to try that out, and there's a great resource at mywintertrails.com.
Well, Mariah, you actually make snow at Cross Country Ski headquarters in Roscommon, right? Which is really pretty unique for a cross-country system.
Yes, I believe we were the first pure cross-country area in the Midwest to get snowmaking, and it's proven to be really useful this year, especially with all the cold temps. We've missed out on some of the snowfall earlier in the month, so we were able to make a bunch of snow to have clinics and lessons and demos, but now there's a bunch of snow up north, and the skiing is great. Lots of natural snow to add to that man-made snow.
Yeah, nothing like natural snow. Justin, at Hanson Hills, can you tell us a little bit more about Hanson Hills and what makes that a unique property?
Yeah, we're actually we're Northern Michigan's hidden gem is what I like to call it. But we have 35 kilometers of mechanically groomed trails, ski trails, much like Boyne and everybody else. We're not the resort. We don't have the lodging. We don't have the the big gimmicks and things like that. Nothing against that, but we're a small community operated, funded ski hill, and it really is. It's a beautiful place. We've got 35 kilometers through hardwood forest that you enjoy. The Grayling area itself offers a couple different rivers, things like that. But as we're here representing the Great Lakes Winter Trails Council, the biggest thing that we'd like to push on that is we've created this vehicle in the form of a webpage called mywintertrails.com. This is a great resource.
mywintertrails.com.
Yeah, this is a great resource for all skiing in northern Michigan. So we're really trying to push that, and we want to get everybody from this area up north and enjoy the beautiful snow that we have up there. So.
Well, I really appreciate what you do because I'm a cross country fan, and I really would like to get more people out there because it really is. It's a great activity, and just about everybody can do it, and it's so much fun. And even if you do have an occasional tip and fall, you learn to get up pretty easily and get back at it. Tell us about some of your members. Obviously, the three of you represent three various properties, but you have other members in your organization. You want to just tell us who they are?
We've got Treetops Resort up in Gaylord. There's Crystal Mountain Resort, Corsair Ski Trails, and both of the Boynes, Hanson Hills, and Cross Country Ski Headquarters. And
you have some events that are members as well.
Yes.
Like the White Pine Stampede, I know is
the White Pine Stampede is a premier Nordic event in Michigan. They're adding it's several different races that you can do, sponsored by Shorts Brewing in Bel Air, so local brewery sponsoring that event. Also, the Gaylord Area Convention and Tourism Bureau of Gaylord, they're big supporters of getting people outdoors with these silent sports. And then Justin with the Côte d'Amaury.
Yeah, we've got the Côte d'Amaury out of Grayling. So
yeah, what is that? I don't know what that is. The Côte d'Amaury.
It's a ski race as well. It's a classic skate race. We offer both citizen class and it's part of a Michigan Cup, kind of like a NASCAR series of ski races. It's it's part of that point series. But we have incorporated classic and citizen, I guess citizen classic and citizen races. So we're encouraging the more recreational skiers. So it's not that high tempo,
and such. Well, you guys, you have so many great properties to represent here, and of course, you've brought a nice little brochure that people can pick up. I know at the Michigan Welcome Centers. I suppose they can probably order this or ask for it at your website as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just send us a Facebook message. We're also on Facebook, so check out My Winter Trails on Facebook. Send us a message if you'd like a brochure. A true Pure Michigan experience in wintertime. You're going to enjoy it. So for more information, just go to mywintertrails.com. That is mywintertrails.com. Thank you all for being here today. Really appreciate it. And thank all of you for listening to the program today as well. Sure do appreciate you being here with us. I want to thank Mark Blackwell for engineering today's program. And on behalf of George Zimmerman, somewhere back in the office, we'll get him back in the studio one of these days. And on behalf of Michelle Grinnell, I want to thank you again for joining us and welcome you to next week's program right here on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at Michigan.org.